Welcome back to another episode of Cool Life. This episode we are going to discuss about a lot of questions we compiled from parents of small kids actually. Because in the parents also we have seen that at different age levels there are a lot of questions, but when we compile we could actually see a lot of similar kind of questions from parents of small kids. One major issue they were facing of late, all these kids are at home. They are getting into online classes and all, but then most of the time they are at home, and a lot of issues related to that, because the parents' interaction, especially the mother interaction with kids, the time is much more, and a lot of complaints they have about the kids. Kids would have a lot of other complaints about parents, but unfortunately I have not got any feedback from those kids, because I assume that no kids are watching these episodes. But a lot of such questions from mother, father of small kids. One common thing was some of those things, like the issues related to online classes. They are not attending the classes, not doing the homework, or there's a large pressure on parents, especially mothers, for doing the homework and that kind of a thing. It's an additional pressure. They were doing it earlier also, but at least they were getting a little free time, because a lot of things were, time they were spending on classes. They were away from home, and teachers were doing a lot more as far as direct teaching was concerned. That is missing now. One common question, it was what to teach them, the small kids. Before answering that, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, and please activate the bell button also. Coming back to that question, what to teach the small kids? When we all know that small kids, will have to teach them about the normal toiletry habits and the other things which essential for a human being. We will be teaching all those things. Apart from that, actually a small kid, less than 4 or 5 year old, you don't have to teach them anything else, because that is a time which is much earlier than the ego developing in them. Before ego developed in a person, that kid is like God, because ego is, once it is developed, a lot of things happening. He is forming beliefs, patterns, habits. Then it's becoming a little more difficult. But before that, you don't have to teach them anything. You will have to learn from them, because that is a godly kind of a situation for a human being. So you try to learn from them rather than you are teaching things. Because a lot of time what happens is parents trying to mold students or their kids according to their beliefs, their thinking, or their wishes, not according to the kids' talent or aptitude. So that is creating a lot of tension. People say that, during the kids' time, the young time, the time of a kid, that is the marvelous time. They don't have to worry about anything. Everything is available for them. And the life of a kid is a very good thing. But actually not. If you ask any kid, they'll not be happy about their life at that point. They'll say that I want to grow up. Because they found that they're helpless. For anything, they'll have to ask the parents. They cannot go out. They've seen that their parents are going out. They want to buy anything, they will go and buy it. They don't have to ask anybody. But for each and everything, they'll have to beg the small kids. They'll ask for that. They may get it, they may not get it. They cannot go out whenever they want to go out. They cannot go and play whenever they feel like playing. They cannot sleep when they feel like sleeping. So, a lot of restrictions. So, for any kid, they want to grow up. They're not happy with the situation they are in. So, what we'll have to understand is, most of these kids actually at the receiving end. We have seen that when there is a friction between husband and wife, kids are at the receiving end. When husband is angry with wife, he is beating that small girl or boy. Otherwise, wife is also doing the same thing. So poor, this kid is at the receiving end of all the struggle out there. And other thing, some of the responses I found that they're saying that how to bring them up, what all information. It's as if they're doing a difficult job by bringing up these kids. You should completely change that attitude. You are responsible for their birth, but don't think that you are going to build them by like building a house. You are brick by brick. You will have to do it on every day to bring them up. Your role in bringing them up is very limited. You don't have to break your head on that. They'll grow up. And your tension and the very thinking that you are doing a very strenuous job to bring them up, that tension itself is a huge pressure on these kids, suffocation for them. Instead, give them space. Let them learn that, and also don't try to give them a lot of knowledge. A lot of parents making the mistake of they want to make them knowledgeable, and you think that they should be knowledgeable than any other kid, so that they will reach places, they'll have a good career. Far from that. Actually not. Actually, whatever a lot of knowledge pressure on them is not helping them at all. In your own career, you know that today you are doing something, and what all you learned with huge pressure from your parents, you're not remembering anything. It's not been useful for you in your life, whole life. So don't ever try to have huge efforts to push in a lot of knowledge for these people, to these kids. That pressure, that your tensions, don't pass on to them. These tensions actually later building as personality defects. So the ultimate is actually enlightenment. If you are saying that what is the ultimate objective, is that money, is that position, is that kind of comforts. No, actually, they should be enlightened. So, how a parents can teach enlightened to their kids? They are not themselves are not enlightened. So, how can they teach them? So, you are not fit enough to teach them anything, but you give them space. The knowledge, whatever they require, they will acquire it. But you can, if at all possible, you can help them to be centered person, so that they'll be taking the right decisions in different juncture in their life. So that's the only thing you can do. Don't make a plan. Okay, this kid should be an engineer, this kid should be a doctor, this could be a IAS officer. Nothing is going to happen. The saying is, man proposes, God disposes. This, you plan many things, it will not happen. That you have seen in your life, you have seen in lives around you. So, but you keep on making the same mistakes. You're trying to impose your belief, your thinking on that small kid. Stop doing that. Give them space. They'll grow up. You enjoy with their life. You be a part of that. Join the celebration. And they'll grow up and they'll find their way out. And that may not be the path which you have created or you have planned. It can be different, but let them enjoy that. But help them if you can, at the ultimate thing, which is an enlightenment. If they can reach there, well, it is good, but let them have that, travel to that particular position. No. The best thing you can teach them, the best gift you can give to your kids is meditation. If you can teach them to meditation, meditation is nothing but living with full awareness. If you can teach them, nothing like that. If you have not learned about that, better you learn that and then teach them. So that is the only thing a parent can teach a kid. That is meditation, living with awareness. Let us meet again with another episode. We will come with more questions about this issue. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, activate your bell button and share to your other friends and relatives who would require this information. Thanks a lot. Thanks for giving us the good response. Keep doing that. See you again. Thank you.